Welcome back, guys. My name is Birthroad, and today we're going to be doing anime power systems, as you can see at the top. So this is every anime I have seen, and this is their power systems, right? How I think they are, how they are good. Now, I have the I don't know tier because I actually decided to make this one public. If you guys want my tier list stuff, I make a bunch of tier lists on here for videos, so you guys can go and do them. But this is live right now. Well, I don't know when this is video dropping, because we might be in a subathon. So if we're in the subathon, link in the description, twitch.tv/birthroad. It starts December 28th. We're going to be live 24/7. I can't wait to see you guys there. Let's get straight into it. We have Attack on Titan here. Now, I'm going to be honest. This is already going to make people mad. I hate the Titan system. They're basically just big zombies or big mechs. Either way you slice it, I don't like zombies. I don't like mechs. I think they're boring, unoriginal, nothing special about them. This is just that. They're either big zombies or they're mechs with skin. I hate them. I'm going trash. I don't like Attack on Titan power system. Next we have Baki. There is no power system, right? So for ones without power systems, I'm just going to put them in mid. Now, I know you could argue, well, what they do is definitely not human, but still there's technically not a power system, so I'm going mid. Here we have Beyblade, which is the Blader's spirit is the power. Now, there's some cool moments, but I'd be lying if I said Blader's spirit is like really good. It's not. It's probably gonna have to go mid because Blader's spirit. I mean, what is Blader's spirit? You know, it's cool, but it's gonna have to go mid. Next we have Bleach, which is all the different power systems. Like you got Sero, Bankai, Shikai's, all that. There's like I think 4 different main power systems in Bleach. There's just way too many. That's what's gonna keep it out of best. Now they're all cool. But there's way too many. It gets way too complicated, especially in the original Bleach. Like half of them just don't even get explained. So it's going to have to go good, and I think good is being a little generous with how confusing it can get. So Bleach is going good. Also, can't wait for Bleach in Fortnite. Next, we have Bungo Stray Dogs, which I don't really know what the power system is called. I don't really know if they have one. Like, they just have powers. Yeah, again, another one that's not really explained like Bleach. However, a lot of the powers are really interesting. Some of them kind of suck, though. I'm not going to lie. Some of the powers are not very good. Like the main character, Atsushi, like him turned into a tiger or whatever, that's kind of lame, I'm going to be honest. But then some of them are awesome, like Chuya and Dazai, right? And then we have some where we don't even know their ability, like Fyodor. Like, we have no idea what he's good at. But since there's so many good abilities in here and unique abilities, I think it's going to go into good, but it's similar to Bleach. It just hasn't been explained well enough. Next we have Chainsaw Man, which is like devils and stuff. Again, it's kind of that line on zombies, but I do think it's a little bit cooler. I'm just not a big fan of the devil system. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's good. And you know what that means. If something's not bad, but it's not good, there's only one tier for it. It's going into mid. I just don't really care for the devil system. There's like nothing special in my opinion. Next we have Code Geass, which is the Geass. Now, this is explained pretty perfectly. It's very, very rare for someone to have a Geass, which is nice. And it makes the show very interesting. It actually is a show that has mechs in it that is in my top 10, which is almost impossible. So the Geass is going to have to go into best. It is such a good power system. Next we have Cowboy Bebop, which again, technically doesn't have a power system, but there is some bullshit that happens, so it's going to go mid, just like Baki, because there's technically no power system. Next we have Dragon Ball. The power system is key. Gonna be honest, this is also one that's just not really explained that well, and one that kind of gets bullshitted, because like, why does Gohan get Beast? That makes no sense in any way. Like, it's so confusing how Ki works, and yeah, but it allows people to go Super Saiyan and send Blast, so I think it's gonna go mid because it's kind of cool, but it's not as cool as something like Bleach or Bungo, and it's pretty basic, so I'm gonna go mid. Next we have Death Note, with the power being the Death Note. Now, this is a very unique power. There's nothing quite like it. Honestly, the closest thing to it is probably the Geass, right? Like, it's something like that. That's, I don't know, it's kind of hard to quantify what it is. It's also going to go into best because, although Death Note's not my favorite, the power system is one of my favorites. It's very, very good. So I'm going to put it in best. Next, we have Death Parade. Again, this is another, I'm starting to realize a lot of these shows really suffer from not explaining their power system, because the power system Death Parade, I see what they do, and it's like, oh, I could do that because I'm an arbiter. Why does that mean you could do that? I'm not understanding. Like, isn't Chiyuki now an arbiter, or whatever they're called, arbitrary? I don't remember what they're called. Isn't she one now? She don't got no power. Like, I'm confused how it works, but that's besides the point. yeah, it's probably like mid. Their powers aren't anything special, but it's alright. Next we have Demon Slayer. This is one where, again, they don't really have powers. Their power system is breathing, and it creates all that shit you see on your screen, which makes no sense to me. And then the other powers is pretty much zombies. So I think you know where this is going to go. Breathing and zombies, like, are we for real? Trash, of course. Next we have Cyberpunk, which is like, their power system is tech. I know some people will be like, oh, it's technically not a power system. I'm counting it as a power system because it's not like it's normal, right? Like, that's not a human thing to have tech like that. So I'm going to say tech, and it's actually explained very well in the 8 episodes, right? So I think I'm going to put it in good. It's a pretty solid power system. Next we have Magic, which is Fairy Tail. Magic is incredibly bland and boring. Although they weren't the first to do it, they were one of the OGs to do it at least. So it's not like, you know, they were, you know, they're one of the new gens trying to copy it. But Magic is still incredibly boring, but they do it well. So I'll put it in good. Next we have Golden Kamuy, no power system, mid. Next we have Gurren Lagann. The power systems are mechs. You know exactly where I'm putting this. Trash. I hate mechs. They're stupid. They ruin shows. And they ruin Gurren Lagann for me. Anyway, next we have Hunter x Hunter, which their power system is Nen. Although Nen, I do think is not the greatest. You know, everybody's like, Nen's the best power system. I think it's the second best. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm not a hater on it, but it is obviously going in this best tier. Nen is incredibly versatile. Next we have stands. I don't have stands number 1 either. They're probably my number 3, but stands are also obviously super cool. The thing about stands that makes them so good is they are super unique. They're also explained in the best of our ability, and even the stuff that's not explained, they say in the like anime, it's like, oh, this is a mystery for everybody, right? Like in Bleach, I'm sure the people in the show know how like all the power systems work, and I'm sure the people do that maybe read or whatever, but like in the show it's just not explained that well. So it's like, these people probably know how it all works, you know, but we don't get an explanation, right? But anyway, JoJo's in best. Next we have Cursed Energy from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, it's unique, right? I'm trying to explain. I feel like it's comparable to something, but I can't think of what it is. I'm going to put it in good, right? Like, it's decent. It creates some good moments and stuff. Everybody has their own unique original powers, so I'm going to put it in good. Also, you have domain expansions as well, which is cool. One Piece, you have 2 power systems, which is Devil Fruits and Haki. Devil Fruits are a best tier worthy 100%. Haki is kind of mid, if I'm going to be honest, but I think you'll take the best of both worlds. The best. Jesus, I'm. Hello? Okay, pause, stop, rewind, go. I think we're going to take the best of both worlds, and so I think we're going to put in best, because the Devil Fruits are so good, but Haki is kind of lame in my opinion. So I'm going to go best. Next we have One Punch Man, obviously just superheroes. I'm going to be honest, you can never go wrong with superheroes, so for me, it's going to go into best, because superhero powers are pretty sick. You get literally every power you could think of, so although not super original, the powers themselves can be original, right? So for me, I'm going to put it in best. Next, we have Rave Master, which honestly, off the top of my head, I honestly don't even remember. The show is just so bad, though. I'm going to assume the power system's bad, too. So I'm going to put it in. It might not be. It might be actually explained really well. But the show is just so bad. I'm going to put it in trash. I don't care. Actually, we have the I don't know tier. Let's put it in I don't know. Here we have Solo Leveling. Again, this power system is like the system or whatever. I honestly think it's a bad power system. Like, it's just not really creative at all. It's just not really interesting in any way. It gets really boring and repetitive in my opinion. I'm honestly going to put it in trash. I don't really like it. Next we have Vinland Saga, no power system mid. Devil May Cry, I don't know what the power system's called, and we only have 1 season, so obviously this is going to get explained more into the future, but he basically has like powers of a demon or something like that. Now, we haven't seen everything yet, so I think I'm going to have to lean mid just because there's a lot more we're missing, a lot of context. Now, if you played the games, I'm sure you know, but I have not played the games. This is just the anime only, so I'm going to put it mid. Next, we have D. Grayman, which I forgot what their powers are called. Now, they do actually explain them pretty well. They're called, like, something. It has something to do with God. I can't remember what it's called. Like, not blessings, but it's something similar to blessings. Anyway, that's besides the point. So they explain those powers pretty well. And a lot of them are cool. The show's just not that good, but I still have to put the power system in good. It is a good power system. Really underrated. It's just, the show's just not that great in my opinion. Next we have GTO, no power system, so mid. Tsukimichi, this is like magic as well. and I would say it doesn't really do it that well, so I'm gonna put it in mid. Next we have Ghost in the Shell, which I guess you could say technology, but she's really the only one, and then she uses a gun, as you can see in the thing, so like I'm gonna have to say mid, no power system. Kill la Kill, this power system's trash. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, the anime is fun, but like you can't watch this in public. Like I get most of my anime watching done like while at school or like doing a project or something. I can't put this on because if anybody sees this, I'm cooked, right? So it's trash for that reason alone. And plus, taking off your clothes to get stronger is stupid. Psyche K, this is again another show I don't like, but I don't actually have an issue with the power system. I would probably put it in good because the power system is basically just him fucking around. It's just a parody, right? Like he can just kind of do whatever, so good. He has like telekinesis or whatever, so good. Next we have Boruto, which has the same power system as Naruto. But I'm going to talk about it more when Naruto gets up here, but just know it's going to go into best, and when Naruto gets up here, I will do a full explanation of why it's in best, but Boruto goes with Naruto, so yeah. We have Yu Yu Hakusho here. I love the spirit energy, and I actually think it's explained very, very well. I think it kind of is the foreground for something like Nen and cursed energy. That's what I was thinking of. This is kind of like cursed energy. Yes, so, yeah, I'm going to put it in best. So it's really the forerunner for a lot of anime and their power systems. Doraemon, to my knowledge, I haven't watched it in years. Doesn't have a power system, so I'm going to go mid. Skate the Infinity. No power system. I really want to put it trash, but no power system. I'm going to go mid. Rurouni Kenshin was the first one to really do hockey, and you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of hockey. And this was also a unrefined version of hockey, so I'm going to have to put it mid. The God of High School. I've read a lot of God of High School. There's no option but best. The power system is so unique in this. Honestly, the thing it's most similar to, and I haven't seen it, but I just heard what it's about, is Gachakuda. So, which I know is crazy. You look at those two, it's like these shows look nothing alike. The power system is kind of similar. I feel like this is like Gachakuda mixed with Dragon Ball. I don't know. It's kind of complicated, but it's very, very good. And they explain it well. It's just I'm not explaining it well. So best. Elusive Samurai, again, no power system. I want to put a trash, but it's going to have to go mid. Mashle, magic, but I think they do magic in a very unique way, so I'm going to put it in good. Ippo, no power system, going to have to go mid. Windbreaker, no power system, mid. Pokemon, I guess the Pokemon count as the power system? Yeah, they do, so I'm going to have to put it in best, because who doesn't love Pokemon, right? Sword Art, I don't like Sword Art, but, I mean, we got to be honest with ourselves. The power system is fucking awesome. It's going to best. That's why the show did so well. Blue Exorcist. This is another one like Bleach. It's pretty cool, but it's a mystery, like, to me. Now, I'm not caught up on the show, so they may explain it, right? Like, all of it, but I haven't watched in quite a while, so I've also forgot a lot. But it's pretty cool, so I'm putting it good. My Hero, again, you can't go wrong with superheroes. I think all superhero stuff is pretty cool. So I'm going to say best. Assassination Classroom. Now, Koro is the only one with a real power system. The rest of them are just, like, normal. And his power system's kind of being an alien. I think I'm going to put it in mid and just say no power system because, like, it's one character, and I don't know. It's hard. That's a tough one. I'm just going to have to go mid and just pretend like it's not here, I guess. So we have Full Metal, which is Alchemy. Alchemy's really cool. But I would say it's kind of like base level, and the alchemy never really rises to anything. Like, Edward becomes the strongest alchemist at the end, and he don't really be doing nothing crazy, right? So I'm going to say good. I mean, it's cool, but it just doesn't really build like the rest do. Next, we have Mob Psycho 100, which is being a psychic, obviously, is the power. So it does very well as well. Mob Psycho is a very good show. And the power system, do I want to put it in best? Because it's obviously, yeah, no, it's got to go best. It's very good. We have Black Clover, which is magic as well. You guys know I'm a Black Clover glazer. It's my number 3 anime of all time. But it's just going good because it's magic. It's not anything crazy. All right, now we have Naruto. Now I'll talk about Chakra. Chakra, in my opinion, is the best power system ever, and here's my reason why. I get why people say Nen. I get why people say stands. For me, the way I see it is like, what would I want to have in real life? And Chakra, I feel like, is the easiest answer because you're guaranteed. Everybody has Chakra other than Rock Lee. He's literally the only person that we know that doesn't have Chakra, right? So it's like everybody has the opportunity to have a power of some sort. Everybody can do something. So that's why I like Chakra. I think it's the best. Like, even the ramen shop workers, they have Chakra too. Like, if they wanted to, they could go learn to walk on water. So that's pretty sick. So in my opinion, that's why it's the best power system, is because everybody's got it, you know? And so that's my favorite thing about it. Now, some other shows, you know, like Mashal, everybody's got it except MASH, right? But you also can't kind of really choose what you do. So Naruto, I feel like it's the biggest open book of a power system. That's why it's my favorite. It's going to best. I think it's number 1. Next, we have Fire Force. I honestly, before I started watching Fire Force, I was like, everybody has fire powers. That's kind of lame. I don't know how they actually do it in such a unique and awesome way, but at the same time, they also all have fire powers. So I'm just going to put it in good, but it is super unique and awesome. Next, we have 2B Hero X, which again is superheroes, but I'm not going to put it in best. I haven't finished 2B Hero X, but like, not everybody has superpowers, which obviously they don't in My Hero or One Punch Man as well. But honestly, not that many people in 2B Hero X have like powers. A lot of them, well, actually, no, a lot of people do have powers, but it's just, I don't know, it's weird and complicated. I love 2B Hero X so far. By the way, I haven't finished it. This is what I'm currently watching, but I put it on here because I'm currently watching it. I can still rank the power system, right? I'm going to put it in good. It just, I haven't seen enough for me to put it higher. Next, we have Samurai Champloo, no power system, so mid. Fate Zero, the power system of like summoning. I'm going to put it in good. Like, yes, it's explained, but I just don't think it's like anything crazy, right? So I'm going to put it in good. Next, we have Trigun, which is the power of the plant, I guess, and the power of mercy, because that's what Wolfwood uses, right? So I think that would, God, man, that scene hits so hard. It's so heavy because it's filled with mercy, man. If you can't tell, I just finished Trigun, but man, that scene hit hard. Anyway, I guess you would consider the plants a power system. I think it makes sense to say that, right? And I would say it's good. I don't think it's anything crazy. We have D. Gray Man on here twice. Okay, I didn't know I had it on here twice. I will remove that, but that is going to be our list, so you can take a look at all of it here. We have everything you want to see on here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. I mentioned my subathon. Come check me out, twitch.tv/birthroad in the description. I'm also live every day, so even if the subathon's not going on, you could come say hey. And other than that, we're going to be heading out. Hope you guys enjoyed. All my other links in the description. Peace.